What caused the UK's energy crisis? 5 main reasons explained. The UK faces record energy prices after a global gas market surge raised the cost of running gas power plants, which has been compounded by a string of power plant outages and low wind speeds. People in Britain will start paying 11% more towards their energy bills from October 2021, and they could face further 14% increase in energy bills next spring. Not only energy bills of people who live in Britain and struggling suppliers are heavily impacted by the rising energy prices, but also large steelmakers, chemical factories and manufacturers are all vulnerable to the impact of energy costs, are already feeling the financial pain of the energy price shock. UK Steel has warned that steelmakers are already halting work during the hours of peak power demand to avoid record high prices. The soaring cost of gas has caused 2 fertilizer companies in Teesside and Cheshire to shut for the winter and another in Hull to reduce production by 40%. This has knock-on effects for farming, meat production and the food and drinks industry. One of the byproducts of fertilizer factories is carbon dioxide, which is used to make fizzy drinks and dry ice to keep food cold during transport. So, what caused the UK's energy crisis? Before we get into it, just wanted to ask you to subscribe to our channel if you're interested in similar topics. Please like, share and leave a comment or ask a question. So here are the 5 reasons that caused the UK's energy crisis. Reason number 1. Rise in supply and demand. China's appetite for energy is always a key driver of global market prices. Post-COVID economic recovery in China and other Asian countries, early 2021 very cold winter in Asia and increased demand for cooling due to very hot summer all around the world increased the demand for energy significantly. A global gas market surge raised the cost of gas significantly. China's demand for gas was likely to rise to 360 billion cubic meters this year, up 8.4% from an estimated 332 billion cubic meters in 2020. To satisfy its record demand for gas, China's imports of gas via power of Siberia pipeline from Russia and via super-chilled tankers was expected to surge by almost 20%, meaning fewer shipments traveling to Europe from countries such as Qatar, and a likely significant increase in gas supplies from Russia. On the other hand, production and export of gas also increased significantly. Russian energy giant Gazprom increased gas production by 18.4% in first 7 months of 2021, reaching up to almost 300 billion cubic meters, and gas exports rose by 23.2% in first 7 months of 2021. Gazprom's exports to Germany increased by 44% in the first half of 2021. Exports to Turkey increased 3 times and exports to Italy increased by 14% during this period. The main reason for increase in demand for gas in Europe was due to a post-COVID economic recovery and changing weather conditions. Countries across the northern hemisphere experienced a long, cold winter in 2021 that depleted gas storage levels. Reason number 2. Aging nuclear plants and old coal power stations. Aging nuclear power plants in the UK have been forced to undertake unplanned outages for maintenance. Britain has been forced to temporarily fire up coal power stations even though the government plans to ban all coal-fired electricity in the United Kingdom by 2025. There are only 4 coal-fired power stations remaining in the UK: Drax, Ratcliffe, West Burton and Kilroot in Northern Ireland. Drax power station, which provides about 6% of United Kingdom's electricity supply, is supposed to stop burning coal by early 2021. UK government also plans to close most of its nuclear power plants, which supplies 20% of the electricity in the country by the end of the decade. Just one new nuclear power station, Hinkley Point C in Somerset, is being built to replace them. Reason number 3. Lack of strong wind. Wind power contributed 24.8% of UK electricity supplied in 2020, having surpassed coal in 2016 and nuclear in 2018. It's the largest source of renewable electricity in the UK. UK's wind turbines have slowed during some of the least windy months since 1961. Reason number 4. Major power cable shutdowns. According to 2017 and 2018 data, the UK imports around 6% of its electricity needs through interconnectors to France, the Netherlands and Ireland. Most of the UK's imported electricity comes from France via IFA1 and IFA2 high-voltage power cables. IFA1 has 2,000 megawatt power cables and IFA2 has 1,000 megawatt power cables. A fire in mid-September 2021 at IFA1 caused the link to be removed from the service. National Grid announced that half of its capacity would be restored within a fortnight, with full capacity being restored after 6 months. Reason number 5. Not having enough gas storage capabilities. 42% of electricity is produced in the UK by burning natural gas. Despite UK households and heavy industry relying on natural gas, 1% of Europe's stored gas is held by the UK, leaving it heavily exposed to the supply issues. The UK currently has very modest amounts of storage, less than 6% of its annual demand. In Germany, France and Italy, storage covers about 20% of annual demand. Germany and France have an estimated 9-day supply of gas in storage facilities, while UK has only 7-day supply. UK has no long-term storage. But why? The government published a study in 2017 which found that even where there is an extreme shock to global LNG market and an extreme disruption to Russian gas supplies to Europe, Britain's demand can be met if British consumers are willing to pay for it. The researchers did not think it's likely that both shocks would happen simultaneously, yet this is just what has happened. Various UK governments have trusted market mechanisms to deliver UK gas security, assuming that sufficient and affordable gas would always be there by default. The pandemic caused gas demand to plummet in 2020. As a result of it, gas prices went down, electricity production in the UK reduced, and maintenance work delayed, and global supply chains didn't get much needed investment. Even before that, UK government decided against supporting the building of new gas storage facilities in 2018, suggesting that if it was supported by the market, then industry would build it. It looks like numerous storage projects remain on the shelf. So, those were the 5 main reasons that caused the UK energy crisis. Comment below if you know any other reasons. Please like, share and comment. Till next time, bye!